Is it working? Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome back to some more Gwent. Yeah, today we're gonna go ahead and play a new deck with another new class. This time we're gonna be playing with monsters, and the more specific deck archetype will be Consume. But yeah, so this is a deck that has been, very powerful in the last expansion. It still is pretty powerful, but it seems that it has lost a little bit of its favor recently, and it's basically revolves around, consume synergy, minions that consume, aka destroy other minions and buff themselves with it, and even the leader has that ability. There are different variants to this. Obviously, the most well-known one is the with the NEKKERS that get boosted whenever you consume something, and then when they die, including if they die from being consumed, you play another NEKKER from your deck, and you can put more NEKKERs into your deck with NEKKER Warrior, and you can create more NEKKER Warriors with like or NEKKERs in general with like Operator, and yeah, that's mostly the idea of it. There are different variants to this, as I said, and there are some variants that will also run the Harpy, which has been nerfed in the last expansion. The problem is that I don't really have that many legendaries. I don't have all the legendaries that works with it. There's you have Kyran, although this one is not necessarily run in all of them. There is what is called a Vayne High Vampire, which is run most of the times. There is also that one power legendary that allows you to draw a gold and a silver, and you can play one of them at choice. But yeah, instead of those, we're gonna be using some very meme-ish kind of legendaries such as Lambert, which, I mean, in certain cases he can deal quite a lot of damage. You can damage enemies and then copies of that enemy by 5 and then by 4, and you can damage up to 4 copies of it. So in the most ideal situation, this card can deal 5 and then 4 times 4 damage, so that's 21 damage, and it's a 7, so 28 points. Hype everyone. There's also Geralt Igni, which can be a good tech against um, decks that run giant minions, and it's also better because it doesn't burn your own minions like Scorch does. Apart from that, I don't know, I also run Morntart, which can, eat a lot of your things from your graveyard and get boosted by them at the end. Usually play this as your last card, and it can get out there a little bit. Also run Nekkurat. It doesn't seem to work that well. I've seen some variants working on with the Summoning Circle just to get an even more Nekkers. Also, there are variants with like free brand warriors and free Lizard, this new bronze card. So it's a rare bronze card, so that's why I didn't go ahead and craft a third one of this and this. It's also pretty good. It consumes a unit from your graveyard, um, but instead of boosting itself by that unit power, it plays another of that unit from your deck. So it's an interesting little synergy over there. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna remove this and use Summoning Circle and see how that works out. Elzur's Double Cross can get out an Operator or a Nekker Warrior, so I think that's fine-ish. And yeah, it's mostly the way this deck works. Well, it would probably be better if I had like a couple of these bronzes and a couple of the like stronger legendaries. There's also that silver spell, the Monster's Nest, which is pretty good because you can use it in combination with the giant silver minion or unit that is 13 power, and you can consume that because it has been buffed. Let me show you in the collection before I go into the game what I'm talking about. So I am talking about this, which can spawn a ghoul, which can consume a bronze or silver unit from the graveyard. This is what has been modified. In the past it was only bronze, and with the ability to consume a silver unit from your graveyard, it means that it can consume all the way to this, the Imperial Manticore, which is 13 power, no ability, which is, it seems kind of power creep considering that, you know, Geralt, the one of the legendaries you start with, is a 13 power do nothing. So why does a silver have the same strength as a legendary? Well, don't ask me, but that's how things work over here. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play a little bit with it. I've put a very interesting name to it, the Tech Consume, because I run those weird ass legendaries. But yeah, it's not the strongest deck. I mean, I remember playing it back in the previous season and I did win quite a lot with it. It was pretty strong, but more recently I've been kind of struggling to make any ways with it, so you know, you will see how this works. Obviously, nowadays there are more ways to counter it. There's the new legendary spell Muzzle, which allows you to counter it quite effectively. I don't know, I don't think I want Summoning Circle if I don't have the Operator, at least. Let's throw this one away. I think it's decent. Alright, so we can start with the Harpy. Pretty standard move over here.
What do you want?
Whoa, okay. That is particularly scary, but we do have the proper answer for it. And that is Kyran. Powerful.
What do you want?
18-point play. Well, there's only so much that I can deal with over here. Let us go ahead and start eating this up, which will also buff our Nekkers.
Regroup.
Yeah, those guys will come in play and these guys will buff them. Which is unfortunate. Start playing the Nekkers and start putting them back in with the Nekker Warrior. Doesn't seem to attempt to bring it back. This is interesting. This is actually a counter synergy because this guy buffing them prevents them from buffing the other ones in the deck. Alright, works well. You know, because it buffs things with the same power. This one works well. This one is a little bit more powerful. Alright, let's see what we get here. Operator, that is fine. Can get another Nekker right like that.
Dark clouds gather over to
Ooh, interesting. John Natalis. He'll get the tactic cards. I think he'll go for... Oh, he goes for reinforcements.
Uh-oh. Trouble approaches.
I would have expected the... something different over there. So I can get another Harpy out with Silizard. I think I'm fine with like passing over here. I have the point advantage and I have the carryover, and he needs to go at least one card down if he wants to
can't take it anymore.
Yeah, in order to like win this round. Also, not to mention that he's playing with Foltest as a leader, and I don't really get that. Seems like a waste to me. Alright, that's good. That's also decent. I think it's an all keep. Maybe we can throw away one of the Nekkers. I was hoping to get maybe another legendary or something.
I'm in no mood to talk.
Ooh, that is a very powerful tempo play. We can do here, we can go ahead, hit this, which still counts as consume even though it doesn't buff it. Play this, play shuffle more into the deck. We can also, you know, draw something and eat something that we don't like. We can also consume more with our leader itself. Alright, that is fine. Can go, for example, for this and eat this, for example. And we win the round, and we have two carryovers over here, the Death Rattle from the Nekker and the Ekimara. Now he does have a slight card advantage now, but you have to remember that don't need Ekimaras anymore. You do have to remember that one of the cards is the Nekker, unless he mulliganed it away. So, you know, we have that advantage. So we can put even more Nekkers into our deck if you think we didn't have enough. There, you cannot have enough Nekkers. That's the basic strategy of this deck. You can draw one out with this one.
Sure. Be glad to.
Ooh, Shawnee. Wow, this guy's deck is pretty solid.
Salutations.
Yeah, I have no way to deal with that, unfortunately. Probably go for this. Start consuming some more. Keep buffing up my Nekkers.
Come to Pappy.
That is alright. I guess you can also use Fall Test if you have a full board to just buff everything up. But once again, it seems counterproductive, maybe. Alright, let's see what we can draw over here. Right. I think I will eat this. Obviously, the best target for the Toad Prince to eat is the Imperial Manticore again.
You'd best yield now.
Oh, that's nasty. That's a giant buff. Yennefer spawning the unicorn. But we are not out of the round yet. I guess we'll play a Harpy. Or we could play just another Nekker. There you go. Here comes the real power of the deck. Not sure how many cards I even have in my deck. 11. Okay, that will get an additional hit in there. It's fine by me. Then what I can do, for example, I can play the leader and just eat all these Nekkers out, and it will bring out more Nekkers. He finally played his own. Alright, let's see.
The gate must be secure.
I don't think we have enough Nekkers left to bring all of them out, but we are gonna go for it. So we do have 1, 2, 3. We have all 3 of them. So we did went for the full value. Obviously a Scorch effect would be pretty nasty. He will play Fall Test to boost his board up. And we do have one more Nekker left. Holy shit, how many Nekkers did I put in there? Oh, that was ridiculous. And the Commanding Horn, but it's not enough. And that will also buff the Nekkers again with the Consume. So there you go. This is where the true power of the deck lies in. Alright. I kind of surprised myself with just how dominatingly I have defeated my opponent. So I'm gonna go for a second game here. And once again, this deck is not particularly refined. As I said, there are a few silvers and legendaries that could be used in exchange of what I have. But
let's get to work.
For the most part, it's alright.
Be secure.
You can use the High Vampire, you can also use what's it called? I forgot. Alright, this looks decent. All the 7 Nekker warriors in hand. Don't think we'll need this. I don't know about keeping Lambert. let's throw it away. That maybe works out better. Alright, let's see how this works out. Alright, operator will go first. Copy a Nekker. Then we'll probably play it and start devouring things with it. What other legendaries? There's the Spirit of the Forest or whatever it was called. I forgot its name. It's another legendary that brings out 3 rabbit wolves and applies fog, and you can also play a foglet that can be thrown out of the deck. Oh, it's a dwarf heavy deck with Dennis Cranmer. Interesting. Well, I have to go for the Nekkers, but the problem is that he'll probably play that legendary that brings it back into the deck. No. Alright, well. Here comes the Nekker train. As the guys from the...
they used tired my tongue about that.
Okay, that's pretty decent, although not too particularly impressive. Let's start consuming. And for example, now it doesn't work because we have drawn all the Nekker warriors, but if we didn't, we could eat another Nekker warrior, and that you can use with Imperial multi-core. Oh, that's pretty nasty. Yeah, that's exactly what I was worried about. It returns the highest different bronze or silver enemy from your to your opponent's hand, and his own highest one. Ooh, those are nasty because of the carryovers, as we all know, but hopefully we'll be able to build our own carryovers decently enough. Interesting, he plays that. Oh, he wants to bring it back to his hand. Whoa, that is not good. Oh shit, that is definitely not good. Shit, how we do this? I know exactly what he wants to do. He'll play that card that will bring it back to his hand.
I've never run from no one, and I'm no about to start.
Apparently not yet, but it's still pretty nasty move. And I can't play Geralt Igni to kill them either. Well, what I can do to avoid that is play the leader. And because it's a legendary, so that will not be brought back. It will bring back the Nekker to my hand, but I think that's fine.
The gate must be secure.
Or it no, it will bring the it will bring the Nekker. I thought it might bring the operator to my hand, which would be even more insane for me. I'd get even more Nekkers. Yeah, that's exactly what I was expecting. And it did bring the Nekker back. Unfortunately, it does reset it, which is a damn shame if you ask me. Okay, it seems that I have used all of those. Right. Let's get some carryover ourselves, and then we'll probably just pass. I mean, he might pass himself over here, but if he doesn't, I will definitely pass. 15 points from one card is... I mean, it is possible if you use the leader. Oh, that's nasty. But it's also fine. Can just consume it again. Oh, that's funny. Alright, what else we have here? I mean, we could use Caesar to consume a Nekker. Nah, you'd want to bring out the Brand Warrior probably. I should really stop fighting over here.
A wee hint. Dinny jiggle this.
That deals very little. I don't know. I just want to win the first round. For the most part, I heard that, you know, you should go for it whenever you can. So, more Nekkers. Pretty gigantic. Obviously, the positioning is not great. It's gonna get more pyrotechnicians, which can deal damage. I don't think there's any way in which he can kill that, but let's see. There are 1 point difference over there. We could have used Geralt Igni for a massive swing here. I think it's fine. Can still use it as such. So it'll be over here.
I hate portals.
And he hates portals. Alright, still on top. He has one extra card.
Got a hearty hankering for Gwent.
Nekker? I mean, I don't think there's any way in which he can silence them or anything.
I can't be asked.
Okay, I think this moment is fine to pass. I don't want to like... I want to have a little bit of a card advantage to leverage. I mean, not card advantage, but like hand space basically. So he will have that, but look at this carryover. This is insane. Ooh, this is also pretty good. I think I'll throw away the Nekker to be totally fair and honest. Too bad I don't have any consumes. I mean, there is the legendary which you can use to consume, but obviously it will not be needed. He goes right away and concedes, and that's also even better for us. Maintain the rounds and we keep on spawning more Nekkers. The Kimara is fine. I think I'll throw away Lambert. That's also pretty good. So let's go for this. Can eat it with the Ekimara. Or not. This also works out. Fine. You're forcing my hand, but that's how you want to play it. We can play dirty if you want to. Look at that, 40 points difference. It is insane. I mean, there's very little you can do
Never had your kneecaps broken.
to deal with this. Alright, let's see if what we can consume with this. Probably consume whatever we draw. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but have to work this way. I'd rather draw out a legendary.
Always willing, pal.
Okay, he will deal some damage with that, but I don't think it's really relevant at this point. The Nekkers will just keep getting bigger. If he thinks he can win by cheesing out Geralt Igni over here, then I have pretty bad news for him. That will not work. Or a Scorch. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's kind of what he aimed for. Resurrecting a golden from my deck. That's so cheesy, dude. I like it. I really like it, but I don't think there is any card that can win the game here.
Not your lucky day.
I mean, what's the difference, really? Nope, that will be the end. And there's another victory for Consume. Wow, this deck is even more powerful than I anticipated. And I think, is that enough to make the rank up? It is enough to get more experience points. I need to win one more game. Right. Not on, I want to get to the next rank. There is like 6 packs awaiting for it, and plus if I can get a little bit more, that will be 7 packs. But yeah, that will be it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to see more. Sorry if I'm not keeping you for the grand pack opening or however you want to call it, but I just don't have confidence in myself that I can win the next game. Yeah, still a pretty powerful deck, even though it has fallen a little bit out of favor. It's still solid deck, you know, and with a little bit of a card tech difference, we can definitely pilot this all the way to Grandmaster. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time we're going to make. Bye bye.